Hello, everybody. Welcome to the bonus call and Q&A of the Become the One Masterclass. Today, you're going to learn how to find affluent men and how to find affluent men and how to create strong attraction. For those of you who are new, I'm Ellie Taylor. I'm a dating and relationship coach, and I help women attract a man's proposal. Today we have a bonus call to the masterclass Become the One and a Q&A. We are live right now on Zoom. If you'd like to ask questions, you can join on Zoom. If you're in a Facebook group, then look for the Zoom link. And if you watch me on YouTube, underneath, not this video, but another like video from last week, for example, there should be a link to the Become the One masterclass. You sign up for that and you will get automatically the Zoom link to join here. Okay, so look for that link and join me on Zoom to ask questions. Okay, so let's get started. I'm super excited. And yes, like if you are on Zoom, you'll also be able to see my screen. So yeah, how to find affluent men. That's the big question today. Okay. How to find affluent men and create strong attraction. Okay. So a lot of women always keep saying that I can't find an affluent man. You can see here one of my successful clients. She got a MILF proposal and she could not find affluent men either. And then she went on a lot of dates. She found this guy, and through my coaching, she was able to attract a MILF proposal. And that is just so exciting. Yeah. What is the question about? Oh, hi, darling. Tell me where you're from. Okay. So here, another lady. She was not able to find affluent men at all. She was like struggling for years with low value broke men. And she was saying, oh, it's because my weight, because my age, because of whatever that is. But with just like a little few mindset shifts within 2 months, she was able to attract a Miss proposal. Okay. By the way, I'm already spoiling. We're gonna be talking today about mindset mostly. Um, okay. Here, another girl, she attract a Miss proposal through a mindset shift, through working with me. Okay, so it is so available to you. My clients are just normal women, just like you and me. Okay. And a lot of women say, I don't know how to find affluent men. Where are they? Like I have clients from their 20s to the like 70s, and obviously we are adjusting to the age. Yeah, for example, my 70-year-old client, she was like trying to go more out to like offline places. She didn't like online dating, but you can definitely try online too. But the question is like, why can you not find an affluent man? Okay, so oftentimes we only see what we are programmed to see. Hey, darling, you can join me on Zoom. Look for the Zoom link. We are programmed to see we are seeing what we're programmed to see. Just like, your own car, you will see it when it's on the street immediately. You will spot it immediately. So how can you be the person that spots a millionaire immediately and is like attractive and spotting a millionaire immediately too, right? So there's not a lack of those kind of top 1% men. It's just that there are a few things that you need to know. And in this masterclass, we will be talking about it. By the way, this is a bonus call, so there's like a proper also 3-day masterclass which you can rewatch on YouTube. Also, when you sign up for the Become the One, you should have gotten an email with like a playlist of the whole masterclass recordings with lots of tips and tricks how to go from single to engaged. Okay, so again, like those clients of mine, they didn't know how to find an affluent man, but we've been working on the things I'm gonna share with you, and we've been working on the mindset, and literally within 2-3 months, they had like a rotation of them, and then they proposed. So those men are out there. So for everybody who cannot find an affluent man, you're like, there are none out there, I can't find them. Like maybe you are even working from home and you're not going out much, and you're thinking like, where are those guys? They are out there. Okay, so usually it is a mindset problem why you can't find them, but we're gonna be walking through this step by step. Okay, so this bonus call is for women who want to date top 1% men, who want to have a diamond ring proposal from a millionaire, and for women who are stuck with results, although studied all of the books and courses. Yeah, because embodiment brings you the results and not necessarily only knowledge. Knowledge is just one part of it. So what problem do you face? You can't find affluent men. So we are focusing on this. By the way, the day one masterclass from Become the One is also focusing on this problem. Okay. Again, ladies, if you're watching on Zoom, on YouTube or on Facebook, feel free to join me on Zoom because you'll be able to see the screen and you'll be able to ask questions. The Zoom link is in the group, or if you watch on YouTube, the Zoom link is on my latest video in the description box. Okay. Yeah, more ladies gotten Mill's proposal, and this woman is my 70-year-old client. She also couldn't find any guys for like decades, any good men. Okay, forget about affluent men. And then after starting working with me, she had affluent men, millionaires that were like wanting to be with her, and she had like no competition. She was like, Ellie, I'm so happy you're my coach because I have no competition. You know, men just like wanted to be around her, talk to her. Yeah, like there's no limit of an age. And she's not married by now. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the mindset, the first pillar to your million's proposal. So the first thing for you to find affluent men is that you actually go to the right places. Okay, kind of obvious, but I wanna address it. Okay, so imagine you are only at your home, you're not going out anywhere, you're not even like signing up on a dating app. How in the world will you find an affluent man? And let me know in the comments, dear, if you are going to the right places. I love interactions. Okay, so I love talking to you. So we've got some heart on YouTube. Okay, so going to the right places. What are the right places? Okay, so what are the right places? Like staying only home because you work from home, and maybe going to your grocery store and maybe going to the gym, nowhere else. There is no way you can find an affluent man. And yes, there are dating apps. So, you know, you can sign up on a dating app, but even on a dating app, after you matched a guy, you have to properly kind of like filter him out. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about the strategy here. The strategy is my How to Date a Millionaire quiz. But you have to properly filter him out, and then you have to properly kind of like in real life, but also online, make him feel connected to you so that he starts investing in you. He starts falling in love with you. Like this is, we're going to be talking about this in just a second, but just be in the right places. So what are the right places? Offline, the right places are any sort of luxury places like luxury vacations, luxury spa, golfing, stuff like that, even like airport and stuff like that. Okay. And online matchmakers are great. Also, elite websites, something like that. And another good place is like really expensive networking events or business events that are kind of also expensive, okay? And for ladies that don't have much money, okay, so if you just don't have much money, then it's gonna be a little bit harder for you. You will have to spend more time. Yeah, why? Because let's say you just sign up on a regular dating app, there are a few affluent men there on it too, but you just have to filter much more. Yeah. Or you cannot go to those expensive resorts or whatever. Then in your city, in the more expensive areas, you will just have to like literally walk around and make connections there. Okay, so it will require you more time if you don't have the money to invest to be in those places. Because the truth is, ladies, after a certain income level, people just spend money to be in networking events, to be in free time events. Like people just like to spend money. So again, like if you don't have the money to be in those networking events, in those luxury retreats, then just go in your local area, in the supermarkets, in the stores, and just shop or like you're shopping. So, or go out to the restaurants and bars around men, around the area where men are affluent and going out for lunch and stuff like this. So you will have to invest more time if you cannot invest the money. But basically, the right places are important. So sitting on Tinder the whole time and just matching them isn't the right place. This is like a hookup app, okay? Or you can also go to churches. Like a lot of churches have a lot of good men. And ask friends and family to introduce you to people. People know people, okay? So even if you go to those places and you kind of like meet a nice lady and she's very amazing, she's affluent herself, she will know people. She can match you. So, just be open generally to people, not just the handsome millionaire. If there's a woman or if there is a guy that you just like to talk, just a friendly talk, maybe he isn't like attractive, but you can still talk, and those people can introduce you to more people. Okay, but you have to kind of like make yourself visible. If you ever run a business or you have a business, you know how important visibility is. It's so important to be visible to find the right clients. And the same thing happens is when you're dating, you need to be visible. So go out to the right places. And yes, you have to find time for that. I know so many times we say, I don't have time for this, I don't have time, but you have to make the time. You have to take away the 2 hours Netflix to go out. Okay, you have to make the time. And if you really don't have time, your life will be much faster with money when you invest in a coach, when you invest in a matchmaker. Okay, so the right places. That's the first thing, how to find affluent men. But this is just one thing. I have clients who, let me see the chat. Yes, I work from home and I have met them in business travels, conferences, and online. See, so they are exactly business travels and online sometimes too, in some conferences online. Yes. Okay. Now let's talk about looks. How important are looks for dating. Okay, so that is like a really, really desired topic. My clients always ask. I'm sorry, let me get my notes. Okay, so how important are looks? Like, let me know in the comments what you think. Like, from 0 to 100, how important is it that you look like perfect? You look really, really, really good. Okay, so looks are just 5% important. Yeah, 5 to 10%. I have had so many clients who are like in the early mid 20s looking like a supermodel, and they haven't had any success in dating affluent men, and they have had no success in attracting true love and true commitment. Yes, maybe they would have been able to get an offer from like some, you know, you know what I mean. But it's not what they wanted. They wanted true love, true connection, and a true commitment from a man, and they couldn't get it because looks isn't enough. Looks can get you some intimacy offers, okay? But if you want like true love, true commitment, looks is just not enough. It's just not. And um I know that in our culture it's told that this is like the most important thing. Like it's told that you have to have operations and Botox and you have to have this, but this is not helping. And my heart is just like aching when clients come to me and they're like doing operations after operation. They spend thousands, hundred thousands of dollars on those operations to be good enough for a man, and they're still not good enough, like in the idea. And I'm like, this is just 5%. Your looks, I don't understand me wrong, ladies. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to eat healthy. I want you to wash your hair, maybe put on some makeup, have something nice to wear, smell good. Like I want you to do so. So then don't get me wrong. Yeah. Basic self-care is still important, of course, right? Like, of course. However, so many women think I have to be perfect, only then a man, will want to be around me. Like maybe if again, like a toxic man maybe will judge that too. And he will, oh, hi darling, I just see you join. Maybe he will want to use you for your looks and pay for it. But this is not what my clients want, right? Like you want true love, you want true connection. So looks is just 5%. Looks is just a man asking you on a date. He sees your picture on Bumble or Tinder or on whatever app, and then Hinge, and he asks you on a date. This is looks for a man to feel like, okay, yeah, I'm attracted to her. But after this 5%, when he asks you on a date and you are on a call with him, you are on a date with him, then your looks no longer have the effect. The biggest effect um, will be how can you connect to him? Can you create an emotional connection with him? Can you actually connect to his heart? Can you create this gut level attraction to him? Can you like take over his subconscious so he thinks about you day and night? This is later what's important, okay? The looks is just that he asks you on a date, just that he swipes right. And honestly, it's quite easy, yeah? As long as you take basic care of yourself, you're gonna be good. Yeah, you don't need all of those procedures. And actually, like as I mentioned, I have clients in the 50s, 60s, 70s. My 70-year-old client never had any procedure done. And yes, she wasn't lucky with her dating life for many decades, but we've done a lot of healing, especially about her inner child. Like imagine my client was 70 years old And we had to like go back 65 years. And she was able to attract really loving treatment, and she was able to attract an affluent man who bought her like a $2 million house. So you see, and she was like even telling me in one of the calls, she was like, Ellie, I'm so happy. I'm irreplaceable. And with this millionaire, there are like 40, 50-year-old women chasing him. They're like long hair, face done. But I'm just 70. I look like I didn't even do anything. She has short gray hair and he wants to be with me. Like, yes, because you learned how to steal a man's heart. You learn how to connect to his heart. You learn how to be irreplaceable. So again, that's why looks, yes, please care for yourself. It is important, but it's not the most important thing. Okay, it's just that a man asks you out on a date. So if you actually brush your hair, you put on some makeup, you eat healthy, have, uh, let's say even normal figure because you eat healthy, you don't gain too much weight, you're gonna have a lot of men asking you out. Obviously, this is just the truth. If you don't care for yourself at all, you look like homeless, only sweaters, greasy hair, no makeup, maybe you even smell bad, like, you know, it will make a difference. I'm not gonna lie here, but it's just about the first 5% of a man asking you out on a date, okay? So take basic care of yourself and don't be obsessed with looks because it's just the 5%. And again, I had so many clients, beautiful young women, they had no dating success. Men just wanted to use them for intimacy because they missed the rest, the 95%. Okay. Um, we are talking also a lot in day 2 of the Become the One Masterclass about how to create this gut level attraction. And obviously in my course, in all of my courses, especially my course, How to Date a Millionaire, you also learn how to create this heart-to-heart attraction. Yeah. Yeah, and think about it, ladies, like age. I mean, a 75-year-old guy, why would he want to be with a 45-year-old woman? They have like complete different seasons of life. That doesn't make any sense. He wants a partner, he wants someone in his similar age. And that's what a lot of people just don't understand, maybe because they see something else in the celebrity world. A normal healthy man just wants a partner. He doesn't want a child, right? Someone who is like 70 and the woman is like 35. They're not a match. They're in completely different seasons of life. So like there is a partner for everybody of you ladies out there, okay? No matter what age you are in. Okay. Next slide. Okay. I have to be ready. I'm waiting on divine timing. So if you let me know in the comments if you feel like you have to be ready and you're waiting on divine timing. Like at the divine timing, the man will come. I have to be ready. I have to be ready. I'm not ready now. Someday I'll be ready. Let me give you one tip here. You're ready when you decide you want it. There will be no day when you're ready. It just doesn't happen like this. When you decide you want it, this is the day you're ready. So women tell me, I'm not ready yet to be married. I'm not ready yet to have a man. I'm not like what? Most likely, yeah, there's a difference though with like surrender and passive waiting. Let me explain that. Yeah, I'm coming to that deal. Like we should still surrender, but I'm coming to this topic. So I'm not ready because this is this. Usually, women say I'm not ready because either dating is so painful for you, like every single date goes wrong, men are not attracted to you. Men run away. You only attract broke, low effort, feminine men. And then of course you're not ready for dating because it's not fun. Like who wants fun? No one will be ever ready for painful dating. And then if you picture marriage and a relationship as something negative, like you picture that your man will cheat, your man will leave, your man will take advantage of you, your man will control you, your man will take your freedom. If you have this kind of expectation of a marriage, of course you're never gonna be ready. Yeah. If I tell you right now, I'm going to gift you your dream vacation, and you have like the time to go, everything is set up with your job, but I'm just gonna gift it to you. I'm gonna be ready. You'll be like, yes, I am ready. I am so ready right now. Give it to me. Yeah, because you have a positive association. So if there is some kind of like fear inside of you where you like, if if I have a man, I'll be controlled, I will lose my freedom, I will lose this, I will do this. Of course, you're not going to be ready. Like a lot of women say, especially in the 20s, 30s, I'm going to be ready once, it's time to have children and I will be ready as long I'm going to be enjoying my single life. If you ask me, I honestly don't know if you should stop your single life if you really, really enjoy it this way. Like, I don't believe into going into minus. A man should add to your life. Your life should be better with this man. Yeah, you should not just marry a guy just because you want to have children. Yeah, you should marry him because you really like him. He's an amazing masculine man who adds to your life, and your life is 10 times better with him inside your life. He's not controlling, he's supportive, he's loving. Yeah, he is there for you, he's your best friend. So if your life is better with a man, take him. If no, then don't take him, no matter of children. Okay. I know that a lot of some women are saying, I'm just gonna get with him together just to get kids. But I just want for whoever has this thinking, not everybody will have this thinking. But if you have this kind of thinking, I just want to shake you awake that you can have both. You can have kids and you can have a great man who adds to your life. Okay. So a lot of women think, oh, if I let go of my single life, I let go of my freedom, amazing life. No, you get to keep your amazing life and you get to have even a better lifestyle. You get to have even more love, more freedom, more travels. You get to feel even more free and supported. Obviously, right? And for those ladies who say, oh, but I will lose my ability to kind of like hook up with different guys. Um, have you ever experienced like a sexual connection with a man that really, really loved you, where you felt like connected to him, he cherished you, and you were really into him? Yeah. It's gonna feel really very loving and fulfilling. While those hookups will feel like very empty and lonely. So that is just not comparable. I want your life to be better. And the second question is that often comes up is, but what if like the romance and the chemistry fades away? It doesn't fade away if you know about polarity. And this is why you're learning why you're in my world, right? Like you learn about polarity, you learn about um dating already, but a lot of those concepts can be taken into a relationship like engagement and marriage where you keep the polarity. Then you will no longer circulate with men, but you will have your own hobby, your own life. So the man still has to put effort to be with you. Okay. So when you know about polarity, how to create the feminine masculine polarity, how to do all of those things, um, the romance will not fade away. But I'm not going to talk more about this here. We are focusing on dating, but I just want you to know that you are ready now. When you decided you want it, you're ready. And if you feel like, oh, I'm not ready yet, look into it. Most likely there is like a negative association. Okay. And then the other point was divine timing. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait until the man is going to be delivered in front of my house at the divine timing. He's just gonna be delivered like Amazon Prime, like tomorrow. The divine timing is coming. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I just make one click and then my perfect man will be delivered. Unfortunately, that doesn't work like that. We don't have any Amazon Prime for men and affluent millionaires yet. You can't just have a man being delivered in front of your house and then you just have your dream man. Waiting for the divine timing, waiting until a man comes in your life, it does not work. It just does not work like this. Okay. So the divine timing is good, but it doesn't mean that you will be passively waiting and doing nothing and just sitting home and hiding from dating. Okay, so I actually want you to take action, but you have to take the right action. Yeah, we're not going to be talking much about this here, but aligned action are the actions that are taken out of a positive mindset, positive energy. So when you are feeling miserable, you hate men, you've been hurt in the past, and then you take action, you open the dating app, you will be stuck. Yeah, so you need to only take aligned action. So you work on your mindset, you work on your feelings, and then once you are a vibrational match to your outcome, then you take a few actions and you immediately kind of like will have the results. Yeah. And sometimes it's just enough for you if you can do this work by yourself. You write down empowering thoughts, you make yourself a good move. Sometimes it's enough, but sometimes you will need deeper support of like healing, looking into deep childhood conditionings, looking into traumas. And for that deep support, you will have to have one-on-one coaching with me, okay? But basically, you have to take actions, but those actions have to feel good. If they don't feel good, you will need to talk to me and we will have to make it feel good. Okay. So I'm a coach. I'm all about you feeling good. I want you to feel good during dating. I want you to take action out of excitement that this amazing man is out there. And I want you to have exciting results. Okay. So this is the way I coach. And I'm not a coach that's like, just numb your emotions and do it. No, I'm not a coach like that. That also in dating it doesn't work like that because you have to be connected to your emotions actually, okay? So just letting you know about this. Then I also heard clients saying, "Oh, I have to wait until I feel like super desperate, only then I will start dating." Like, what is that? Like, what? Like, I'm not saying you have written it, but I had some people telling this, like, I have to wait until I'm super desperate and lonely, only then I will take action and start learning about dating, start the coaching and start dating. Only when I feel like my biological clock is running out, only then I will take action and only then I will start dating. Yeah, or maybe when you are outside of the timing where you want to have a child, you're like, only when I get like super tired of being and I feel super lonely, only then I will take action. Like, what? Like, you cannot attract a millionaire with this mindset. Like, this is really, really, really bad mindset. Like, I'm sorry, but this is really bad mindset. There is no way you will attract a millionaire with this mindset. This is lack mindset. This is pain mindset. You cannot attract abundance, love, a top 1% man with the fuel of pain and lack. If you are right now, okay, and you are waiting for pressure, biological clock pressure, for loneliness pressure, being desperate and depressed because you're lonely pressure, yeah, you will move and you will go on dates, but you're gonna take the best guy that is out there. Why is it? Because when you are hungry, okay, let's say there is no Amazon Prime, there's no Uber Eats, there's nothing to be ordered. But when you're hungry and you have to cook, you will just take a simple piece of bread and you will be satisfied because you're in pressure, you're hungry. But when you are feeling good, you have the time to invest in yourself. You have the time to do the coaching. You have the time to study. You have the time um, to test a man for a couple months before you commit to him, before you take his proposal. And then if he's not a match, you just say, no, not yet, not the one, next one. Okay. When you don't have the pressure. So please, ladies, if you feel good right now in your dating life, this is the time to start educating yourself. Yeah, with free classes like this. I have also paid content, paid courses, like my How to Date a Millionaire course, with proper guidance, and then also start dating, start circulating, start getting to know those men for a couple months. If it's a match, great. If it's not, you still have time. Your biological clock isn't clicking. Yeah, and like don't wait until you're desperate and lonely. If you feel good, this is the right time to date. And if you follow my advice, your life will be better after you find the one. Okay. I'm not about like finding you a horrible guy who is going to treat you like a, you know, no. Your life is supposed to be better. Yes, we have to be emotionally available. One other thing is divine timing will come when we are emotionally available. But that's another thing. Like sometimes we have some traumas that make us emotionally unavailable, and then those have to be healed. Yeah. And the faster you start, the better. Yeah, like for example, I had a sexual abuse trauma, and because of that, I just could not open up to masculine men. Yeah. And but because I started really, really early on healing on myself, I was able to heal it, and I was able to trust and open up to to healthy masculine energy. Otherwise, I would continuously attract feminine men. That was my problem. You know, not everybody has the same problem, but like my reason and problem was I was attracting feminine men because of the trauma and abuse I've experienced. I felt, my body would just block those masculine men. I just didn't feel safe. I felt scared. Yeah. So things take action when you feel good. And if you already feel pressure, then take even faster actions, okay? Then you really have to prioritize dating and relationships and deprioritize everything else if you wanna make that transformation fast to attract a man's proposal. Okay. So next point, how to find a man. Next point of how to find a man and how to create attraction is have an open energy and learn about feminine flirting. What is feminine flirting? Okay. So, how to have an open energy? Many times when you actually go to the right places, like in New York, there are a lot of amazing places where millionaires hang out. Okay. When you go to the right places, but your energy is kind of like blocked. Yeah, you have closed off energy. Men, especially healthy men, will not approach you. Some predator men will, they don't care if you feel comfortable or not. But a healthy man can smell if you're feeling comfortable, if your energy, if your heart is open, if you want him to talk to you. It's like you have to become this energetic invitation. I love the example of a flower with bees, right? Like, look how beautiful those flowers are. Also, like other flowers that are very colorful. The bees, when they're like flying, they're seeing the beautiful colors, like the flowers are smelling good, and bees just are feeling magnetized and want to go there, right? Like the flower is open and ready to meet the bee. But imagine this flower actually was closed. The bee couldn't sit there, couldn't get the pollen or nectar or whatever they're taking. It was not possible. And the same is with your energy. Yeah. If your energy is closed off, like, I don't know, just get a hoodie, don't talk to me. Like you sit like this on your phone in the coffee shop. Oh, no one asked me out. Okay, whatever. I guess there are no good men out there. No affluent men out there. Like, if you sit like this, no one will ask because they're like, oh, she has bad mood. Like, just leave her alone. Like, she She doesn't want to talk to anyone. She's like busy with her phone, rolling her eyes, feeling so annoyed. Like, obviously, no one will come to you and ask you anything. Maybe even the waitress will be scared to approach, be like, okay, let's not disturb her. She's probably, busy. Okay, so open energy. You can also do it with your body language. Like, sit straight. Have an open heart. Yeah, if you are on somewhere out in the right places, don't be on your phone. If you need to be entertained, get some headphones and listen to something, or you can call your friend even. Yeah, but don't be on your phone. You can have some notebook to write on, or you can read a book. That's more inviting than a phone. And feminine flirting is about being like an invitation. It has nothing to do with sexuality. Like literally, you can wear something super covered. That's completely fine. Even that's very classy. Okay, and feminine flirting is basically, and I know this one isn't easy. You can start with animals and little kids. It's basically looking at someone and smiling for 3 seconds and then looking away. And you do it again. Looking and smiling, and then you look away. Okay, you can do this. This is showing the man that you are actually open. Yeah, you are available to be approached. A man doesn't want to be rejected, but when you smile at him longer than 1 second, he knows, oh, she wants to talk to me. She's open. Like, let me go and talk to her. And unfortunately, sometimes men are scared to approach. These days, sometimes men are scared to approach. So you can also approach and say hi. You can also like ask something when you're in a bar. You can be like, oh, what drink would you recommend me? Or when you're out, be like, what color should I take from those dresses? Like when you're out shopping, for example. Okay, so you can also ask, but just in the beginning. Later, you drop the ball and let the man lead. But in the very beginning, it's completely fine to let the man ask. Okay, so your open energy, inviting energy is very, very, very important. People need to feel good. People like men need to feel good. They need to feel wanted. And the down part of it is that you're gonna be very magnetic to everybody, kids, dogs, animals, women, neighbors, random people on the store, random people on your gym. You just have to have boundaries, yeah? That means that you don't need to talk to everybody. You can kindly say goodbye, and that's gonna be okay. Okay, so with boundaries, that's not gonna be a big problem. Okay, let me see. All right, I hope that makes sense. You ladies have any questions, you can always ask. At the end, we will also have some Q&A. All right. Next point, how to find a man. And let me ask the question. The next point, how to find a man, an affluent man, a millionaire man, and how to create this attraction is that you have to be your authentic self. Yeah. Let me see. Can we actually answer this quickly? Men do not approach women, how to overcome it. So I was just sharing here that, you do the smiling exercise and you yourself can approach too, because men are used to masculine women. It's fine to be a little bit masculine in the beginning and then you drop it and then you let the man lead. So you can approach and ask a question, like ask, oh, do you know the way where to go? Or do you know which area is good for, I don't know, a picnic? Or would you recommend me a bar here in this area? So you can just ask a question, like ask for help. Like men love that. Okay, next point, how to find a man, an affluent man, and how to how to create attraction is be your authentic self. A lot of times, many coachings give you tips and tricks, which is really cool. But I still need you to be your authentic self. Like those tips and tricks are good, but once you are no longer your authentic self, you're just like thinking all the time, what should I tell the guy? How should I answer? What is the right thing to say? You're losing your authenticity, and there is no way you can create this heart-to-heart connection if you are not authentic. Okay, so it is important that you are actually being authentic. You're being authentic on the date. So what does that mean? How to be authentic? It means that you're also speaking your truth, your values. If a man isn't okay with that, then it's just not a match. Of course, you get to be respectful, but you get to speak your truth. What do you stand for? Okay? If you stand for that a woman should be taken care of, you get to tell it on a date, you know? Of course, not in an entitled way of like, you have to take care of me. No, he doesn't. And there's so many men who can do it. So, but in a way of like, this is what I desire. This is what I want from a man. Okay. And you get to speak it. Being your authentic self also means being in your authentic emotions. If you're feeling miserable in your heart, but you're faking it and trying to be happy, that doesn't work. He will feel like you're not honest. He will feel like you are, this is not you. And that will not work. Yeah. So if you're not feeling good internally, you have to process those emotions. You have to, start feeling better. My course, Activate Your Secret Weapon, really helps you with emotional processing. Okay, so you can get it. And also, if you feel like those negative emotions are like so many, and that's why you always numb your emotions, then you cannot get over this like alone. You have to get professional help and reach out to me. You can also get a free love audit call, okay? But it's important you're connected to your heart, you're connected to your emotions. And obviously, sometimes we get to feel bad, and that's not a problem. But if you're always feeling bad, you're always feeling sad, there is like anxiety or some kind of like negative emotions being there all the time, then you need the extra support. Yeah. But be authentic in a sense of expressing your thoughts, expressing your true emotions. Okay. And if you have very dark thoughts and very negative emotions, I would say that's like the only time when you're not ready to date, because you're gonna be attracting who you are. You're gonna attract men with dark thoughts and dark emotions, and yeah, you're gonna be stuck with him. Like, no, thank you. So, level up your thoughts and emotions first to empowering thoughts and empowered emotions, and then start dating and do it from an authentic place. Like faking it doesn't make any sense. Or like going on dates and doing some kind of strategies to get a man, like you say this, you behave this way to do this to get a man, like that doesn't work long term. It works maybe in the beginning, but it doesn't work long term. Okay, so authenticity is very, very important. And also you will like it more. You can just be yourself. Okay, and again, if being yourself means that you have negative thoughts, negative emotions, and you kind of don't like your life and you don't like yourself, we've got some work to do. You definitely need to get into my one-on-one or group coachings. Okay. Yeah, because there might be some deeper conditionings or traumas that we will have to overcome. Okay. Let's talk. I think we have 2, 3 more points and then we are finishing the call. Mm. So, next point, how to find a man and how to create attraction. I want you to be able to switch from work mode to date mode. If you don't have my course, Get Ready for a Date with a Millionaire, I highly recommend you getting it. It's super affordable and it's so good. All the links are always in the description box. Okay. But you have to be able to switch. As an independent modern woman, you're obviously going to have a job. You're going to be in your masculine energy because in your job, you are delivering, you are helping, you are delivering a service, a product, whatever you're doing. Okay. And it's always going to have a component of masculine energy. And I want you to have a routine that switches you from work mode to date mode. Maybe you can even change your clothes. You can, you do a meditation, you dance a bit, but I want you to like go from doing, serving, making money of like this efficiency thing to pleasure. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm just being in pleasure and I'm just receiving the doing from this man. Okay. So this switch is really, really important because when you're in your head, when you're in this doing efficiency fast, getting things, tasks done mode on a date, a man will feel no attraction towards you, and you will feel no attraction because there will be no polarity. A masculine man will feel no attraction. A feminine man will feel attraction, and then you will subconsciously choose a feminine man because it will feel like spark. Okay, so you don't need to choose a feminine man. You can bring your own feminine energy. Okay, but it's important that you know how to switch after a long work day, that you're kind of like having a routine. You can just slow down at least 30 minutes, meditation, some dancing, you touch your whole body to kind of like awaken your five senses. You go into being in pleasure. And if any thoughts come up like, oh, I'm wasting my time, I should be more efficient, I should finish more tasks. No, not on a date. Give yourself this 2 hours break, okay? You can do it. After this date, you can go back into your to-do list and keep doing your task. But on the date, no thinking about tasks, no thinking about work, not being in your head, be in your body, enjoy the moment. Just enjoy being on this walk, enjoy having the attention, enjoy just walking, enjoy the food. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Okay, it's time for you to enjoy. Okay, and again, if you feel like I can't switch off my head, I can't enjoy, it's really, really hard for you to drop into your feminine energy. That means that it's going to be really hard for you. Then, you need the additional coaching support for that. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Next point, how to find a man and how to create attraction is I want you to make him addicted to you. Okay, so what do I mean by that? I want this guy, after talking to you on the phone, be like, I need to talk to her again. I need to see her again. I want him to be like so excited, like a toddler before Christmas. Um, because he's getting a gift. I want him to be like so excited to talk to you again. He can't wait to talk to you again. He can't wait to see you again. He just can't wait. Like he's thinking about you day and night. He wants to be around. And this you can't do by looks. This you have to do by creating this gut level attraction, having this emotional connection, even physical connection, but not, it doesn't need sexuality, by the way, okay? It doesn't need that. But it's more like a connection. And it's about making a man feeling safe around you, okay, that he can be himself. It's about making a man feel like you make him feel seen and heard. I know that we women a lot like we like to like talk and be seen and heard, and you should get this from your girlfriends. But on a date, I want you, because this is the honey that you're bringing, the feminine energy, I want you to be able to hold the space for him to open up, to be also in his emotions, to be in his body. And a lot of women, they think that, oh, he is our feminine man. No, if he is generally behaving very masculine, he's planning dates, he is, calling, he is doing things, but on the date with you, he's like going from his head into his body. That is perfect. That is absolutely, absolutely perfect because he is getting he's getting hooked, like he's getting addicted to you, okay? Why? Because no one else can make him feel safe enough that he can be in his body, he can be in his feelings, and he can like experience those feelings. What usually men say to my clients once they learn how to make a man addicted, it's like, you make me feel alive. You are my motivation. Like there's a saying, the feminist life with energy. You are my motivation to be a better man. You are my motivation to do more, to earn more. Like, I'm just so excited to see you again. I want to do things for you. Yeah. And that's another part. When he's addicted to you, he wants to do things for you. He just wants to be around you. He wants to do things. He wants to make you happy. And it's like you have to create a safe space, no judgment around a man. Okay. And you have to connect with him from heart to heart. So you do it by being authentic yourself, by being in your body yourself, by being connected to your own feelings. And again, if you are not connected to your own feelings, or you have negative feelings in your heart, you don't know how to overcome it, you have to reach out to me and I'll be able to help you. Okay. But basically, when you are connected to your heart, you're connected to your feelings, you're creating this connection with him, and he starts feeling alive. He starts feeling good because you are feeling good. He kind of like takes over your emotions and you awaken his emotions. Okay. If he's a healthy masculine man, he will love it. There are rare cases. I'm still gonna bring it up here. There are rare cases where a man actually is very traumatized himself, and he was just simply numbing his feelings and stuffing this negative trauma in the trash can, and then put a lid on it and never talk about any emotions. He's not emotional. And then when a feminine woman, and that's why those men oftentimes become F-boys, because they cannot open this emotional box, but they feel empty. They feel they have no purpose in life. They just feel very empty, and it's not a cool life, right? And then once a feminine woman comes, it opens. And then if the guy, there are some men who also have traumas, like something really bad happened to the kids or to the ex or whatever, whoever. And then sometimes when a feminine woman awakens his emotional side, he might be overwhelmed. And those type of men, they need professional support too. Like they need the coaching, they need the therapist. Yeah. So but that just happens sometimes if the man is like traumatized himself. Like a normal healthy man, he just be busy in his like masculine world of doing business, being logical, doing his stuff, right? And then once a feminine woman comes into his life is just being enhanced into positivity, enjoying the time, and it's all gonna be good. But I just needed to say this once, that it could happen that if this guy is not fully healthy, then he will act out. He will he will start yelling, screaming, disappearing, ghosting. It's just, if a guys, men can also be traumatized, yeah. But yeah, they would need to hire a professional to help them. Yeah, so it's not about you. It's actually good if you activate a man's emotional side and he feels more alive. Okay, but this makes him addicted to you. This makes him want to be with you. This makes him think that you are irreplaceable, because you are. You activated this positive side in him. He's like thinking about you day and night. He wants to be with you. There's like this deep attraction. Okay. And this happens by emotional connection, by you being and receiving from him when he's giving to you. But a lot of that polarity stuff is also in call two in the Become the One masterclass, and is also in the other bonus call. So you can check it out on YouTube, okay? And also, of course, in all of my paid courses. Okay. All right, we have just one more point, and then we will go to the Q&A. Overcoming the resistance and blockages in dating. Yeah, when you want to find a man, you want to create attraction, but if there are some resistance and blockages, it's just not gonna be easy. Let me put it this way. to get to your goal, because you have to think about it like it's like a street. If there's a blockage, you just can't drive, right? Like how can you drive if there is like a tree who fall down on the street? It's just not possible. Okay, so what kind of blockages can be there? Okay, there can be the environmental blockage, okay, where you just don't you are surrounded by women who believe being single is the best thing ever, and you don't have proper modeling that you can be in a relationship that's very, very fulfilling and loving and makes your life better. Yeah. So environment is really important. And if you don't have the right environment, you can always join a group coaching, one-on-one coaching. You can always like be supported more. You can buy environments. I am buying environments since so many years because I understand that I'm a seed that's planted and I want to be planted in the right environment. Okay. So if I stay in my old environment of people being victims, broke, complaining about the world, I would not be at all where I am right now. But I was buying environments all the time to be around women who are going for her dreams, learning about dating polarity, learning about how to make money, learning about health. And I was blossoming together with the other women, yeah, together with the other people, not only women, yeah. So if you don't have the right environment, you get to buy yourself the right environment. It is important. It's like a seed. If you throw it out of the street, it will not grow. But if you put it in soil and water it with the right environment, boom, it blossoms. Okay. Other blockages can be like conditionings, yeah, or limiting or beliefs that if I am gonna be married, then I will lose my freedom, then my life, then my man will control me. Yeah, those things are big blockages. And I am not telling you to marry a man who's controlling. Please don't. Please don't. I'm not telling you to marry a man who is emotionally unhealthy and always yelling. Please don't do this. Please, your life should be better. But this is a limiting belief because it doesn't have to be the way. There are also men out there who are very loving, very stable, committable, and support you on your journey and support you on your way, okay? So the beliefs and conditionings are really, really important. So make sure to see if you have a blockage, you feel like you're not ready, or you feel like you are taking action, but there's no results. Like, look inside, what else is like happening there? Like, do you have any negative beliefs? What will happen? Then we also have like childhood conditionings and traumas. Trauma just means that something very negative happened to you, okay? And then your body kind of like sees, let's say some man did something to you, ex left you, you've been abused, or even in your childhood something happens, and then once you once you see another man, your body goes into alarm. Oh, you also wanna leave me. Oh, you also wanna attack me. Oh, you also wanna abuse me. So that is a trauma response, and that really needs like you really need support for that. And if you are in this stage, you might be feeling like you're right. Like people always attack you, men always leave you because the trauma keeps repeating. This is like the worst thing ever because trauma keeps repeating and you keep acting out of it. So this has to be broken so that you actually can attract something amazing. It's like you have put your hand on the stove and you keep putting it on the stove again and again and again and again. And even if the stove is off, you're screaming out of pain because it's like the trauma is recalling the pain from the past. I hope that makes sense. And I'm not gonna go into more details, but when something happened negative in your past, in your childhood, or in in your old relationships, this will be a big blockage. So one of my clients, her ex-boyfriend just dumped her, and she feels so scared to open her heart and date other men because she was scared that the other man, when she falls in love, also will dump her. And we've been able to overcome this trauma through some healing work, but also through mindset work, knowing that with my strategy, she is not going to open her heart or her body to a man who isn't committed. This is like the safest strategy you can find on this planet for a woman. Yeah, my dating strategy in the How to Date a Millionaire course. For some women might be like very conservative, you could say, but this is the safest way for you because you can date and you're gonna have a lot of success, even more than in a more modern way of dating, even more. And even if this doesn't work out, you will not have any scars. So the strategy of dating that I have in my How to Date a Millionaire course is it's working, it's safe, and it's been tested since many, many years. It's just really good. Okay. So one thing I convinced her with like the strategy, and she knew it's good. And then also we've done some healing work. Yeah. And the same thing happened for me. I was afraid of masculine men because I felt like I'm gonna be hurt and abused again and taken advantage of. And once I was able to heal the trauma, and once with the right mindset, I was able to set proper boundaries and differentiate. Okay, this is an unhealthy man, this is a good man. I was able to overcome it, but obviously I didn't do it myself. Like I always had coaches, I always had support, because why would I waste my lifetime? Like, why would I do it alone? Alone, I'm just really, really slow, and with a coach and support, I am just really, really fast. And even right now, where my life is amazing, I love everything in my life. I love my partnership. I love my business. I love the money that comes. Like, I feel really healthy. And now I still have multiple coaches. Like, I'm not admitting I'm not attending all of it because it's just too much, but I have 4 hours of coaching every single day. Sometimes I can't even attend, but I am getting the support, even though right now I love my life, but for me it's about extension of like receiving even more love or whatever, money, more abundance, more freedom. Yeah. And same thing is gonna be for you. Okay. Okay. And after this, we're gonna do a quick Q&A. Yes, overcoming resistance and blockages. So if you take action and nothing works, there might be some blockages you cannot see. And if you have resistance, there might be an underlying conditioning on trauma that is holding you back. Your body is trying to protect you, but it doesn't know that the other man is another man and he would treat you better. Okay. So if you're feeling stuck, reach out to me because you're gonna have 10 times faster results. And not only 10 times faster results, you will not like keep driving in a cycle. Yeah, you'll be able to finally break through and drive straight. Okay. So again, you already know about my client from New York City. She attracted her marriage proposal through working with me. It took us 1.5 years though. Yeah. But she was willing to do whatever it takes. And after 1.5 years, she attracted her marriage proposal. And I'm so happy for her. Okay. So if you're interested, reach out for a free love audit call. The link to it will be in the description box or in the comments. Okay, so I can give you customized advice. Okay, ladies. And now let's do if you have any other questions, ladies, you can put it in the chat or you can also unmute yourself. If not, we're gonna be ending this call. So let me know in the chat if you have any questions. I'm also going to check. Yes, please, darling, please send the question. Okay, question. In New York City, men do not up. Oh, okay, another question. So what's the question about? So what to do when men do not approach women, especially high caliber men? They wait our flirty approval. Yes, so we've been talking about this, right? Like you really have to give him, you really have to like show that you're open. Like you have to do this exercise of like smiling, holding it for 3 seconds, count to three, and looking away. Okay, you do this 3 times. And if he's available, he will come over to talk to you. Okay, if he's married, he might not come over. But if he's available, he will come over. And the second thing is keep asking for help wherever you are. Where's the direction? Where's the bathroom? What kind of drink do you recommend me? How to overcome shyness. Practice it with men that you don't feel attracted to. Practice it, the eye contact and the smiling with dogs. Practice with small kids that are on the street and you like walking by. Practice with women. So practice asking for support and doing the feminine flirting with animals. Like just look them at them and smile. Yeah, practice asking women for support. And the lady said, I'm not far from New York City. There are plenty of rich guys there. Yes, they are. This is really cool. I mean, rich guys are everywhere, but New York has a lot of rich guys too. Dated successful men before. The issue is when do you let them know I am waiting for marriage? First date or wait? Oh, that's a really, really good question. So your energy will tell them. So I don't want you to go home with them or to the hotel room, and I don't want you to allow them to kind of like come to your home. Okay. So you just say you don't do home dates. Okay. You just don't do it. You only meet outside. And if you're circular dating, you'd also best don't kiss. I mean, this is not like super strict, but I don't advise you to kiss until like a few months in, and being exclusive, which means proposal, ring. Okay. Your energy will tell that you are waiting for marriage. Your energy will tell. And actually, a healthy masculine provider man, it doesn't matter for him. He wants to make you happy. He wants to, like, this is provider protector man. Like, a protector man wants to protect you from being hurt. So if intimacy, sex before marriage would make you feel hurt, he would protect you from that by not doing it. Okay, so healthy masculine men, they are even respecting women more, and it's his job to provide the security and protect you. So your energy will tell. Okay, so someone said, I already have those boundaries, but my question was when to let the man know. Okay, sorry. Good. Then I'm coming to the point. You don't need to let him know. Tell me in the comments, you can also unmute yourself. Why do you have the need to let him know? You don't need to let him know. Yeah, you don't. If he asks, yes, you can let him know, but you definitely don't need to. Like there is just no need to let a man know. Like if he asks, yes, if he initiates kissing, you can tell him, I'm not kissing until I'm engaged, exclusive, whatever your boundary is. Okay. So if he asks, you can let him know. But if he doesn't ask, you don't have to tell them. After engagement, he might ask, and then you tell him. But again, you probably ask me because you feel like the man will reject it. If he's there to take advantage of you, yes, he will reject it. But if he's there to have you forever as his wife, and he is there to be a good man who honors you, who provides love, security for you, who protects you from everybody and himself, he will not care. He will I actually have a module about this also in my course, How to Date a Millionaire. His mission is to make you happy and in pleasure. And if doing it or waiting, whatever that is, makes you pleasure, he will do it. Okay. Like only those predator men, also like men that you see on movies sometimes, they take advantage of the woman for their own pleasure. But this is not a healthy masculine man. This is like a wounded feminine man who is like using women for his own disgusting pleasures. Okay. So, like, no, if a guy would ever push you or wouldn't respect that, like what's so attractive about him? Like, there's nothing attractive about him. Let him know and be like, thank you, God. Another guy who wanted to take advantage of me is just filtered out. Okay, someone said, I do wait until the guy brings it up. In the past, if I mention it, the guy runs off, lol. Yes, wait until the guy brings it up. The last guy I dated said it made him more interested that I was waiting because he was too. We are not together anymore. Yeah, so you might, it didn't work out, but you see, there are men who respect that, and there are men who are even more interested in that. Like, not every man just wants to, sleep around. There are also men who themselves want to have that intimacy only with his woman, his partner, the woman that he loves, and that woman that he chooses. Yeah, you don't need to bring it up until a man brings it up or he pushes for it, and you say, I'm sorry, I'm not doing this. Maybe he's like trying to like do any sexual conversations in the chat or whatever. If this is happening, by the way, ladies, if you're on YouTube, you can also put any questions in the comments. I'm just seeing the questions now. Maybe he's like trying to put anything in the chat. You can also put him in place, be like, oh, I don't feel comfortable talking about it, about anything like that until we are, an exclusive couple. And then he might ask, but we're together, we're boyfriend girlfriend. And then you say, um, requirement of entry, right? I'm only exclusive with my fiance. But for that, you get to watch day 3 of Become the One Masterclass too. Okay, there was another question. Let me see. How to avoid feeling like I'm a gold digger fishing on a rich man? I am there. I feel awkward. Showing up where rich men go. How to overcome it? You overcome it by, first of all, living more in the first perspective, like the perspective of yourself. Stop imagining what other people think about you. Like, it is also something you have to train yourself to live in your own body. Stop being in your head thinking what other people think about you. Okay? You don't need to do it. And the second part is you also overcome it by not having this like goal of like I'm gonna get like a millionaire guy now. No, you go out and you still enjoy yourself, okay, without any expectation. You are in these areas, you enjoy yourself, and if you see someone, you smile, and that's it, without any expectations. If you um if you're being approached, you talk a little bit, and then without any expectation, you ask for support. Yeah, you can also, that's why I'm saying practice with like women on the street or something, like ask for direction or something like that. So you are enjoying yourself without any expectations, and you're smiling, you're asking for support, you're making connections. Okay, it doesn't have to be awkward. And then the other part is, how do you overcome this label of like, maybe people think you're a gold digger? First of all, try to be in your body, not thinking what others think about you. But then, even if someone would call you this way, um, my question is, why is it triggering you? Okay, I can tell you from my side. This word used to trigger me a little bit, but now I don't feel triggered because, first of all, I know I'm not a gold digger. Like, I just deserve gold. Men with gold come to me and they love me and they want to give me gold, you know? Like it's just coming to me. I'm receiving it. I'm not digging it. Okay. So I'm kind of like accepting this term. Even if someone calls me this way, I don't mind. This is like some deeper inner work we can also talk about. I know you are my one-on-one client, so we will talk about it next coaching call. But basically it's like just owning this part of you. And if someone calls you this way, you know who you are, you know your value, you know what you bring to the table, you know that you bring your beautiful presence, your beautiful feminine energy. Yeah, you bring your beautiful presence, you bring yourself. You are a loving, kind-hearted woman, which you are because I know you. And yes, you deserve to be treated from the man with kindness because it just feels so good when a man cares for you, when a man provides for you, when a man pays, right? Like I'm right now most a successful entrepreneur. I don't need any man to pay anything for me. But it just feels really, really good if my man takes care of me. I just feel extra loved and I deserve it. Yeah. And I get to receive it. I get to enjoy it. So darling, I know you who you are. I know you're a successful woman. And it's just important what you know in your heart, okay? And you know that you're an amazing woman and you deserve to be treated with a lot of luxury. You deserve to be treated with high standards. You're treating yourself with luxury. So it's just something you deserve, okay? So there's nothing wrong with expecting it and receiving it. Yes, I'm happy that this resonates. Okay, let me see the other comment. Yes, it feels really great to receive. Okay, if we don't have any more questions, then if you have any other question, you can put in the chat. Otherwise, I would be ending the call. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining. Thanks so much for everybody who's watching. If you're watching the replay, say hi in the comments, and I see you soon. And if you want me to do more videos like that, make sure to give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and say hi in the comments so that I know that you like long, informative videos with Q&As. Thank you so